Back at 6:38 here on your Friday morning. A $600 million settlement's in place over the lawsuit against Norfolk Southern for the East Palestine train derailment. So what does that really mean for everyone affected? We're diving into it this morning with attorney Dave Betras for Legally Speaking. Dave, good to see you.
Good to see you. First of all, kudos to the litigation team on this case. I want the people to know they did an excellent job and they got a really good settlement. I also want to give major kudos to Judge Benita Pearson. Now, not a lot of people know who she is. She's the federal district judge in the Northern District of Ohio. She's in charge of this case. Now, you know, all these national firms that do mass torts divulge or come into us. Judge Benita Pearson put enough local lawyers on enough committees to make sure that everything, like to just sort of be the eye over the shoulder. And Brian Kopp from our office was one of those major players. So those lawyers did a good job, and Judge Benita Pearson did an excellent job making sure there was enough local lawyers sort of watching over what was happening. So $600 million. It is a proposed settlement, so it's a process. So Norfolk Southern is a publicly traded company, so they have to report that to the FCC. Then the litigation team has to put together a proposal, and Judge Benita Pearson actually has to approve this. So provided that all goes well, it'll be $600 million, and it'll be a class suit, okay? And it's divided into two tranches. And in those two different tranches are three different buckets.
First, before you get to, what's a tranche? I haven't heard it before.
So here's what it is. If you were 0 to 10 miles away, you're one set. So that's one tranche. And then 10 to 20 miles away, that's another tranche. Why 20 miles? Well, all the experts that we hired in litigating this said beyond 20 miles, we didn't believe it could hold up in court proving harm beyond 20 miles. And it's not 20 miles like people would think circles, because you have to look at the prevailing winds and the way the winds blow.
So like how the crow flies?
No, not how the crow flies, because that would be like an oval. That would be like a circle.
All right.
It's a circle, but it's not like a circle like you'd think. We had modeling done by, there's every kind of expert you could think of. There was a national real estate expert. There was scientific guys, toxic guys, soil people, water people, all kinds of things. What people have to understand out there is when you bring a case, you have to prove the case. They hired the top experts. We hired the top experts. These were guys that did modeling, and these are just people that know what they're doing. So in those two different areas, there's a tranche of money, or there's money for businesses that were harmed by it, and there's money for property damage, nuisance, trespass, and then there's a component for personal injury. Now, there's been a lot of misinformation out there about how this goes, and people go, oh, I'm not going to get that much money. Some people are going to get a lot of money. Some people aren't going to get so much money. There's going to be a claims process. You will be notified if you're within that affected area by the class. Those people that have hired lawyers, go to your lawyer and he'll help you fill out the forms, because there's still advocacy within the advocacy. What do I mean by that? You still have to advocate and fight for as much compensation as you can get. So think of it like this. I tell people it's the easiest way to think of it. The people closest to the train derailment are probably going to get the most money, and the further out you get, probably the less money. Now, you can opt out of the class. You don't have to accept that sort of money. Here's what's important about that $600 million, and this is what people need to know. That's fresh, new money. The state of Ohio, the Ohio Attorney General is still making them do everything they have to do to remediate and clean it up. That has nothing to do with this. If you've taken money before from Norfolk Southern, they don't get to offset it. And they don't get to claw back this money. So say for 3 years they go through all of this and they didn't deplete the $600 million, then they'll probably go back and recalculate some people's things and get it. Now here's the really good thing. Fingers crossed, everyone. If everything goes like we think it should go, people could start cashing checks by the holidays.
All right.
So I'll keep you posted here. They're going to come down and do town halls down there. They're going to make sure you have all the information. If you need any information, you can call our office, okay? But it's a process, and it's unfolding. But $600 million
It's a big step in the process.
is fresh money. That's a lot of money. Plus the money Norfolk Southern already spent cleaning it up, and they're going to have to clean it up.
Oh, there you go.
So it's more complicated what I did, but I tried to keep it
No, you did a good job.
within the time that Grace, amazing Grace, the producer, gave me.
I think we all got it. All right, Dave, great stuff. Thank you
Good
much.
seeing
We have
you.
trivia coming.